Right, looks like everything. Great lights. Tech priest man thing. Okay, everything is working. Hello. Now we send out Fox message to audience and we bring him in. Yes. All right. Hello, my name is Maximo. I am the Ogun warrior who manages to host this stream on HellCrashers. Friend of mine. Yes, Inquisitor. Introduce yourself.
For a moment, I thought you were gonna say, "My name is Maximo. What is your name?"
You know Inquisitors don't have names. They have titles.
No, like a thing of like, "My name is. What's your name?" Like Dora the Explorer.
I don't
Maximo,
have map this time. Nor any
Maximo the
boots.
Mastoya warrior.
With the map and boots.
What was your favorite part?
That'll be a
I
funny.
also like that one.
See, that'll be a funny cartoon. It's just like the Ogren in boots. It's basically an Ogren with his rattling friend, trying to just be a children's cartoon for some reason.
Yeah, the map is just an Auspex, and the backpack is a Voxcaster.
Mm-hmm. And it's just it has a commissar's hat on it.
Well, now that we're done making jokes at the expense of children's cartoons, I am Sir Reaper, and I am your storyteller for the evening, being hosted here by the glorious Big Mac Place.
Hello, it is Maximo today.
Indeed. And I'm also joined by these amazing individuals that I have the pleasure of working with. Starting with, starting with the aforementioned Big Mac Place as Maximo. Would you like to tell us who you are, and also would you like to change your campaign card?
I am Maximo, Vestroyan warrior, born on Vestroya, firstborn. Let's see here. I think I will keep card because it will be useful. I will roll me 1d6 to figure out what I'm getting. I'm thinking.
Yeah, your daily objective. Almost forgot about those.
Yes. Daily objective. What's this? I got a 3. 3 is display strength and found in ignorance. I had it last session. That's funny.
You might get a chance to use it.
What we were talking about again?
Fair enough. Up next, we have Art of War playing as Lucas Vicar.
Greetings and welcome back. It's Art of War, playing the Creedsman Lucas.
Oh? Did we lose somebody from Roll20?
No, I am refreshing page. I was as DM mode, and I didn't want to reveal secrets accidentally.
Oh, whoops.
That would be bad.
Be funny.
Spoiling Inquisitor's plans? That could get people killed. Like planets.
Spoiling my plans. Are you?
We don't want exterminatus yet.
Well,
Oh, we do.
None of spiders.
Would you like to exchange your campaign card, and also would you like to roll your objective for the day?
Yes. Roll my thing. 1.
He rolled his thing.
What was the 1 again? Oh, yes, it's spent confidence or the opposite in the virtue of overwhelming numbers and firepower. Well,
I think
that's gonna come.
Hey, that's gonna be an easy one.
No, I'm gonna keep this because this is gonna come in handy. This is more than likely gonna come in handy during this whole engagement.
This whole debacle.
Yeah.
Don't forget the ring.
Well, next up, I'm serving up a nice piece of Arath to Crazy Pet, played by Muldoon. And would you tell us who you are and about your daily stuff?
I don't really like talking what I do daily, but should I roll a d6?
No,
Alright.
don't roll a d6.
This was a potential extent of psychic power as being rumors or propaganda. That sounds lovely.
I haven't heard that one before. It's gonna be
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Would you like to exchange your campaign card?
No, I would like to.
Fair enough. And last but not least, we have Docs44, played by Dr. Lulamoon.
Howdy, everyone. I feel sorry, everyone that's outside right now because it's looked like it's snowing pollen right now.
No wonder why you sound so stuffed up.
Eh. Not
Damn.
fun.
That
A
really
tech
must
priest
suck.
allergic to pollen? Ain't that something?
Well,
Great.
you know, it can clog up the vents.
Gauge the approximate interrogative breaking point for an individual. Huh.
You know, I usually forget that you're not Mechanicus and you're actually Inquisition on your faction. And then I hear this stuff and I'm like, alright. He's technically a part of the Inquisition more than he's a part of the Mechanicus.
Yeah, but I like playing part of the Mechanicus part.
Alright. Would you like to exchange your campaign card?
Probably, but you keep saying no.
Alright.
He's doing the funny.
See, here's the thing. I get
I'm
his
under
mindset.
NDA to say that I cannot say why I need to get rid of the card. Also
Well,
a bit of a bribe.
I don't recall what and who bribed you, but I'm fairly certain it was me. And I don't remember why. Anyway, but I do remember why. Anyway, since it's been a while, I'm gonna give a little bit of a general recap of what has happened recently in the story. And then I'm gonna give you guys 3 glories, which is half of your maximum. Since I feel like this session we're gonna be need to roll those a lot.
What do you mean? I'm full Maximo.
Yeah, but everyone else is not nearly enough Maximo.
No, there is enough Maximo. Mom said so.
So, so far, since we got into this chapter of the story, the party has made certain meetings and acquisitions in order to locate a lab where the heretics are synthesizing a type of psykinetic drug. Do any of you remember what it's called?
Space
Spook.
cocaine. I mean, yeah, spook.
Spook. I remember. It's spooky.
Cocaine, yeah. Honestly, space cocaine doesn't even sound that far off from the actual name. But anyway, so yeah, after locating the lair, the party decided to do a little bit of surveillance, which was done successfully, installing a virus to the lair and basically setting their superiors to keep an eye while they went to run some errands about how they're going to tackle this massive project. Doing apt surveillance, they now are on the part of having to find how exactly they are going to enter. The party ventured into the depths of the sea and recovered many valuable equipment from an abandoned Mechanicus testing site, while also incinerating the place into oblivion due to the fact there was a rampant obliterator dying in there after they were done.
It
So since
wasn't
he was
dying.
dying,
It was dying
what I was
after
going to
we
say.
done with it.
yes, I was going to say, since he was dying, they had to make sure he was no longer dying and was more on the atomized list. You can help by expanding it. Anyway, after that, they managed to convince their interrogator, Lady Arlene, that, hey, we have enough time to go save some sisters, right? Now, whether they did or not is up to debate, but they did manage to approach the cathedral that being besieged by the heretics just in time to aid what remains of the sisters, entering inside after a vicious dogfight including turrets and enemy aircraft. They found that among all the sisters that were sent here, and there were a lot, not many have survived. There is a handful of novitiates who you can barely call sisters of battles. Well, you can't really, they're trying to become, but you know. Two sisters with bolt guns, one sister Ira holding a meltagun, a member of a purgation squad, if I remember the name of the squad correctly, and a hospitaller tending to the canoness. With that in mind, and the overwhelming forces of the enemy knocking on their door, the party set to create defenses. And while doing so, we're gonna find out what they have done. So, to keep things simple, I would like to take a look into something real quick before we begin proper.
Go ahead. Maximo's not worried.
Essentially, you guys have just enough time to do a group, which a few things can happen during a group. Namely, 1 second as I fetch my book. Alright, so regrouping. Alright. Basically, you have approximately an hour of downtime to regroup as the force outside are gathering again after having to disband due to the incoming aircraft. Basically, you can each heal an amount equal to the Medicaid dice pool of one character or yourselves. Depends on who is going to heal you. Yeah.
Who has the better hell? The Medicaid.
Does it say anything about shocks?
You cannot cover shock during your regroup, but you can cover shock through other abilities.
Alright.
My Medicaid's at 5.
You can use a wrath point or actually spend a Medicaid test to restore shock.
Well, technically speaking,
It's
Dox
either
could
or.
fully heal himself.
Yeah. Because of my ability of where I could use Medicaid tests and heal people with the Mechanicus skill or keyword.
Yeah, just, staples. It's a flesh wound. We'll just staple your skin back on.
What skin?
Yes.
Exactly, what skin?
Staples and scotch tape. We'll put you back together.
Mostly welding and duct tape, and there we go.
And while Maximo just puts dirt in it, it's fine.
Well, seeing as we're gonna have to do this, do we want Docs to heal us, or do we want to try healing ourselves?
Well, Dox can only heal one person,
Mm.
and that's most likely himself. Now, if I remember correctly,
Actually,
Muldoon had fully healed whatever wounds he was going to receive with determination.
No, I had one, and I just assumed I'm going to use my free Medicaid to heal
Well,
my
yes.
one wound.
Well, unless you'd like to use your 3 Medicaid for somebody else, and if somebody has a lower Medicaid than 3, they can
True.
use to heal you.
Understandable.
I mean, what's Lucas' Medicaid?
Mine's at 2.
Okay, then Lucas can maybe heal Muldoon, who's only missing 1, and Muldoon can heal Lucas, who's missing 3.
Oh, okay.
Also, hold on, why is it still not updating?
Actually, my ability actually uses my tech instead of Medicaid to heal my wounds, so.
Also, if you're going to change anything about your wounds, guys, try to do it on the tokens. Alright, I need to bring you to the tokens first.
Yeah. What tokens?
Yeah. So yeah, then effectively you're all back to 0 wounds. And that's a good thing. Alright, so, since this is a regroup action, I think some of you may be able to do some stuff during this time. In preparation for what comes next.
Maximo will look over his ammunition belt or his tools to make sure he has his heavy bolter fully stocked.
Just taking stock of everything.
Basically, yeah, making sure his bolt pistol on the side of his hip still there. Making sure his heavy bolter is well oiled at the moment if they have any spare oil to change.
Alright. Well, in that case, I would like to actually ask someone a very important question. Hey, Lucas.
Oh boy.
I think this could be a great opportunity to use an ability you haven't got a chance to use so far.
Oh yay.
Would you like to tell us of this ability?
Self-immolation? Oh no,
No, that sounds
that's
like
Muldoon's
right.
thing.
Yes! Don't steal my shtick!
We found out that Lucas has martyrdom. Wait, what?
Well, not
Oh,
far from it, but please,
Reload
tell
the
us.
page.
Martyr. God fucking damn it.
Can the real Lucas stand up?
Maximo can trying to think. Martyrdom. Why martyrdom? I don't have that in here. I got Trapmaster, got Dig In Deep.
Please, just tell us the ability you're going to be using.
Let's see. That's the thing I'm trying. Well, since we got a regroup, the only ability I can use during a regroup at this moment is Bloodhound.
No.
But seeing as that's not it, I'm assuming you're possibly meaning either Dig In Deep or Trapmaster.
Either one will work.
They planted landmines?
Well,
Landmines?
digging deep isn't about regroups. It's about being in cover. Trapmaster is the one that has to do with regroups.
Yeah. So in this case, I can prepare traps.
Basically, to explain what Trapmaster does, during a regroup you can test survival to set a trap around your current location instead of removing wounds. The DN is usually 3, but may increase depending on the availability of tools and materials. Success constructs a single trap. When you engage in combat around this location, you may use a reflexive action when moves to reveal that they have stumbled into your trap. On a successful DN3 survival or tech attack test, the trap is activated and inflicts damage per the profile below. If targeting a mob, additional icons see additional troops as normal. A trap can only be activated once. And with shifts, you can increase the damage or incorporate a grenade you already have into the trap, replacing the profile with that of the grenade.
Ooh.
Yes.
Hmm.
And additionally, shifts can be used to add traits to the trap, such as blinded, bleeding, on fire, poisoned, 3, restrained, or silent. Each shift can add different traits, and you can choose more than one.
Can Lucas be helped on this skill check?
No, because it's something he's gonna have to make when he reveals the trap. But
Yeah.
however, to do that, he'd have to skip healing you for your one wound.
Correct.
I'd be.
You're fine with that?
Yep.
All right.
Do your thing.
I mean,
And instead
alternatively,
of-
I don't think Maximo took any wounds, right? Am I correct in that? Maximo?
Sorry, I had to deal with something in the background.
Okay. Did you take any wounds before? Like, did you actually need to heal during the regroup?
Only thing was a little bit of shock, and that's it.
Okay, so I guess you can heal Muldoon if need be.
It wasn't strong
So-
enough to hurt me.
So you can heal Muldoon while Lucas used the regroup to set up the trap.
Well, Maximo can use survival, yes.
You can use survival on yourself. I think.
You only need one Medicaid, so I assume you
Yeah,
have
he only
at
has like
least
one wound missing, so it's all fine basically. Plus, since you're grouping, one of you can literally use the Hospitaler's Medicaid, which is like ridiculous.
Well, she's currently healing Cananas. Wouldn't want to bother her.
Well, Candace is unconscious. She's not healing her as much as she's keeping an eye on her.
Well, I can always, I can't do much. I have a Medicaid of 3.
Well, that's fine. Don't worry. Muldoon is only missing one.
Muldoon, you seem hurt. Let me get you Band-Aid.
He
Oh,
proceeds to
it's-
put a Hello Kitty band-aid on you. It's nice pink and
It's strawberry scented.
It's actually Salutations Felinid. Please remain true to the lore.
yeah. Hello, feeling it? Yep.
Salutations.
Of the TV show of My Little Feelinids. Friendship is a heresy. No,
Friendship
witchcraft
is
is
faith.
heresy. There you go. Friendship is faith. I gave you the Miss Sparkle ones. The booksy
Wait,
one.
is that the Psyker one?
Yes, the sanctioned
Ah.
psyker.
Thanks.
The smart one.
Alright.
Besides another
for-
more ridiculous,
what?
appropriate children's
Sure,
cartoons in
have another
Warhammer 40.
break. That was funny.
All right.
My favorite one is
Alright,
the yellow
so-
one.
Basically, to explain how Trapmaster works, Lucas, you don't have to choose a location. It's just at any given moment when a mob or an enemy moves into a location, you can be like, you triggered my trap card. Kaboom!
Okay.
Kaboom! Kaboom!
Now, during this time, basically, to remind you all, the one in charge right now is the.
The one with
sister
the
melt
melter gun. Yes.
Yes, Sister Era, who basically informs you all of like what has been going on. Essentially, they have been under siege by the local enforcers who essentially came demanding that they hand over an artifact that they have in their vaults, stationed there for safekeeping.
And we stupidly said we know what's the relic.
Did that
So-
happen?
Yep.
Not exactly.
She asked literally, "Do you know what the relic is?" And we said, yep.
I mean, since it has been a while, if you guys want her to tell you what the relic is, we can arrange that.
I don't remember if they did say what was the relic, but we
They
just said,
haven't told
yeah,
you, but you guys said you know what it is.
We know
Yeah.
that
But
they're
since it's been a
we know
while,
that
we can
they're
just-
after the relic. That's the thing. We didn't know what the
Yeah.
relic is. We just know they're after it.
You don't really know that they're after the relic. You also know from the conversation you guys
I
intercepted.
thought it was from the Vox
that-
communications from Airline was the whole reason why we rushed here.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. That you don't merely know. It's not only that you know that they want the relic. It's you know that basically whoever this guy helping Harrow is has promised this relic to Harrow. And knowing what Harrow is, a very powerful renegade psyker, for him to have his eyes on a relic, well, you know.
that's bad.
Q. Someone just picked up on the context clues. Psyker wants powerful thing, maybe bad.
Really bad. Makes mustache tingly worse.
But yes, while you are preparing for the battle ahead, and you can hear the others outside are basically regrouping their forces. The sisters that are with Ira, the other stars of battle, are basically keeping an eye close to the outside. Just, you know, keeping an eye on movements and making sure to be ready to inform you if anything happens.
Do
While
you
the
have
novitiates are helping prepare the battlements, essentially.
Yeah. Do we need barricades or objects of cover?
Essentially, the idea is that they are overturning the pews to use those as barricades. So every line of pews counts as half cover. Areas that are like a bit higher up, like this turning, these things here, I don't remember what they're called.
All I know that
Or these libraries here, for example.
they can just block.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Areas like that are considered full cover, while stuff like the pews are considered half cover. So there is a lot of half cover here, is the good thing, because of all the overturned pews. And essentially the idea is no heretic can make it back here because that's where the vault is, under the statue.
Yeah.
At the same time, while you're all preparing, I would assume Lucas is like essentially setting up his traps during this time.
Yes.
Actually, he's back, so never mind. I can actually bring him along for this too.
I'll be setting up the trap while they go about their business. I would say everyone
No,
get chill.
I was going to use it as an excuse because you were away, but since you're here, I can bring you along.
All right.
I mean, setting up the trap is nothing particularly time consuming. It's basically a booby trap.
Well, I mean, I just have to make a DN3 survival test to set it up.
Not to set up, to activate it. Setting it up is like part of the regroup. It's your regroup action, you don't have to roll anything for that. It's when you activate that you roll. I think so? Hold on.
It says during a regroup you can test survival to set a
yeah,
trap
sorry,
around your current location. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, roll survival.
Does it also say when you could activate it, or is it?
It's a reflexive action, so whenever he wishes.
Ah,
Pretty much, yeah.
Basically, he sees an enemy go to a square, he can go boom.
Oof.
You can roll that since technically you can't complicate this roll.
All right.
I know that I
There we
find
go.
out
There we
just Lucas pulls up a tile for a mine and there's already a mine underneath the tile and just I wonder why I didn't
Alright.
trigger that.
Give me that rough point, Lucas, for that roll.
Oops.
Alright, that's where it is.
Yeah.
Alright. Excellent. Since this is a big map, if you guys are dropping wrath points or anything, drop them near your token so I can locate them more easily. Because you can see this map is gigantic. So, when you're all done grouping and basically you know what positions you're going to take and all of that when time comes, you're basically waiting on a signal. And during this time, the novitiates are like praying to the God Emperor for assistance, the Hospitaller is tending to the Canoness, the Sisters of Battle are keeping watch to see for enemy movement. And Ira basically approached the four of you and says, "Honored brethren." No, wait, it was more Soviet. "Honored brethren of the God Emperor's will. You said you know that the heretics are after this artifact, correct?"
Yes.
Correct.
Indeed.
Have you any idea why?
For fell powers of heretic purposes, we know we are facing off against a witch with no bounds of powers, wanting to receive this artifact for gain much more.
That explains a lot, especially if you know of the artifact's nature. If I remember correctly, your guardsman claimed to know of it, correct?
Yes.
Maximo looked towards Lucas.
Well,
that-
then,
that
enlighten
was
us,
when-
Lucas, please.
That was when Lucas basically fumbled the last session and said, "Yeah, we know." Or was it Lucas or Maximo who said that?
Mhm.
It was one of us. We essentially we
Oh,
said
no,
we
let's go
know
with
it,
Lucas.
uh we know of the artifact because yeah, good old Haro made it quite clear over that call.
No. She's asking. She asked if you know what the artifact is, and one of you fumbled the last session and said, "Yeah." So she's now referring to that by saying, "Your guardsman said he knows of the artifact, so I assume he has informed you, alright?"
All I know
And I
that Max.
assume everybody looks at Lucas.
Yeah, pretty much. I guess he was just in the emotional moment. I see him blushing underneath his helmet. It's okay.
I think I was more or less implying we know it's located here and that Haro's willing
Well,
to do
you can say it in
anything to
character
get
if
it.
you want to, if you would like to.
Huh?
You can say it in character if you would like to.
To clarify what I was saying as heat of the moment, we know how important the artifact is to Haro's plan. Is he's willing to send what? How many soldiers here to their deaths just to get one singular artifact? That, and he made it quite clear it's important to his plans. So however powerful it is, in this moment, it's do or die. That, and if we can push back their forces, we might be able to draw. Not even might. We should be able to draw him out in the open as, yeah, knowing him, if it ain't getting done by someone, he'll do it himself.
Beware
Jesus,
careful.
Harold.
This is a powerful witch of great influence. He was a former colleague of the Inquisitor we served.
Former is putting it lightly. Lightly. He was
Corrupted by fell powers, by some type of... I'm not sure what caused him to turn his way from the Emperor's light. All I know that he should die. Or be reprimanded to the Inquisition for greater judgment.
A traitor to the God Emperor, a traitor to mankind on account of being a witch, and a traitor to the Inquisition. 3 times a traitor. This Harrow individual certainly sounds like a problem.
He is also known to use a lot of mind manipulation tactics with his psychic abilities. So have yourself strong will And if I get affected by it, just slap me in the back of the head. It should help.
The Emperor will not find us lacking.
Hmm.
However, it might be wise to tell you all what is hiding underneath this temple.
Very well.
Hmm. Uh, she is going to look at Muldoon and say, however, I think it would be more safe if if he didn't follow into into the vault.
Hmm. If I may inquire as to why.
The artifact has a very strong presence among the witches. It could call on him.
Hmm.
And while the artifact itself may not be evil in nature, it is corrupting.
Do you have some type of box or case to suppress its power?
It is stored within such a case, yes.
We need to find a
However,
way to
while-
secure safe passage. Do you have spacefaring
However-
vehicle?
Not as of now, but as I was going to say, while the current case is able to confine it from corrupting mortal minds, the minds of witches are not as strong against its wills. It can still call to them.
So Muldoon should stay. You know, I don't know if I have such privilege or honor to go down such place. Only one I know is Lucas and dogs.
It's fine. I already got used.
Before you respond, Muldoon, hold on, I'm gonna send you something.
Uh-oh. Muldoon, roll a death saving throw. There's a melted hole in your chest. Just kidding.
No.
It's the whispers.
Again. Oh.
Do you hear the voices too? Yes. Good. The volume's good then.
There, Muldoon.
Lovely.
Uh-oh.
Does this relic has a name, by the way?
Would rather not speak of its profane nature.
Eh. Be like, know it or something. But who knows? But if you say it's not safe for psychers, then know best, I guess. Do I need to roll for that, or it's just for me, Reaper, for fuzzies to not?
I don't know. That's up to you, buddy. That's up to you.
Don't be dying on us yet, Muldoon. Your head looks a bit throbby.
Muldoon, is your brain tingling?
Does it
Nah,
tingle
you
like
know,
mine
just-
does?
Just the usual whispers and stuff.
It's because the bone, isn't it?
Well, in that case, Psyker, stay here. The rest, follow me.
Now keep watch to Psyker. You be safe down there.
Understood.
Don't worry, I'll keep him on leash.
So Maximo wants to stay back with Muldoon.
Yep, you want to make sure Muldoon doesn't do anything crazy or prevent any Sisters of Battle having any strange ideas. Just, well, since she's a witch and this artifact is something a witch is too, we can take the opportunity and, and it's like,
I mean,
No.
nobody he knows is looking, so.
he's a witch too, could be affected by this chaotic artifact,
Well,
We
who
wouldn't want
knows,
to take
you
any
know?
chances.
Well, in that
Maybe
case,
we could use it if it's thorough. Who knows?
So
It
Maximo
could
is going to be the
useful.
safeguard for Muldoon, just in case of strange influence.
so in that case, Dox and Lucas, you follow Ira into the back of the temple and descend into the area below. By the way, let me change the music because it's still the lobby music. That's my bad.
Oops.
There it is. As you enter this subterranean area, it's basically like a gigantic gothic catacomb. But when I say catacomb, I don't mean like, oh look, there's like one wall with like 4 bodies. No, it's more like gigantic 30-foot walls piled with coffins and skulls. And on the coffins are these plaques that basically read names and little inscription underneath for each of them. All of them are imperial names of many kinds, and the inscriptions are along the lines of died in service to the Emperor, sacrificed himself for his fellow warriors, preached the Emperor's light until the end of his days, essentially commemorating what these people died for. And at that point, Ira tells you this place is a great mausoleum for the dead. This is where we honor the sacrifice of the Emperor's devoted. Heroes in his eyes, all of them. It was made in honor of our great God. To stand in these halls is truly incredible. I cannot allow myself to let heretics defile them. You understand what this means, correct?
That we have prevent all traces of the heretics from getting into here.
But we must lay down our lives if it means keeping them away from this place. If not for the artifact, then for all these heroic souls that gave their lives in defense of Periandor and the system. We're almost there, she says as lights are lighting up the further on you pass. And eventually, when the final light shines, you're greeted by a vault door of brilliant gold, bearing the Aquila and a skull that appears to have injectors like these little like syringes replacing its fangs. The sister takes off her glove and places her hand upon the mouth of the servo skull on the door, and activating a lever with her hand, the servo skull bites down. And Docs, you can see the binary chants crossing past the skull's eye sockets, which have been replaced with little like optical optical augments. You can see the holy code just scroll upwards and upwards in ones and zeros. And at last, when it finally lights green, it lets out a voice as it stops biting into the sister's arm with its injectors. And it says the following. One moment. Just need to find it. Um, ah, Sister Era, second commandery of of the of this. I forgot what the name of your order is. Sorry.
Avon Chalice.
Yeah, sorry. Second commandery of the Ibn Chalice, preceptory number 3. You have been acknowledged as one of the faithful. Proceed, says the mechanical voice of the on the Vox unit of the servo skull. As the vault doors open before you, and Dara places your glove back on. And as the vault opens, you see sacred relics of, well, not relics, reliquaries is what I meant to say. Basically, bones and other fragments of heroes of the Imperium encased in several sort of containers and charms. And centralized within this vault, which you can tell is not meant to be a vault for safekeeping weaponry or anything of the such. It's more meant to be like essentially an inner part of the mausoleum for preserving those deemed more important than the rest, essentially. But centralized on it and surrounded by several like glyphs and protective sigils of the imperial cult lies a black metal display with a single sheet of glass on its top, from which you can sense like you sense a very powerful presence even if you're not like open to the warp. For Lucas, it's a bit overwhelming in a sense, and I want you to make me a resist corruption test, Lucas,
God damn
at
it.
this distance.
Great.
She's going
Come
to take your
on.
soul.
All right. With a 2, you manage to partially succeed. You will take 1 point of corruption as basically being near this thing gives you a brief. Basically, you only pause for a second, but you swear that you see like the life of a million different versions of yourself flash before your eyes in that second.
It's a mask.
Essentially, you witness your own life played out in infinite different possibilities, but all condensed in a singular moment of pause. And you take 1 point of corruption
Yep.
as you
Oh,
stagger
no.
back for a second. You can only imagine what Muldoon could have suffered in here.
Oh.
Nothing. Oh, come on. It will
And as
be
for
good.
you, Docs, who has replaced most of his physical and mental parts the with the Omniscience blessings, the great machines, you are not as susceptible to this as the others seem to be, who both like take a moment of pause to steel themselves as they enter in. But you do feel essentially the warp stare you down for a moment, and the only reason you don't take that step back is because of essentially the will of the Omniscience flowing through you. In other words, your god protects you here. To
I'm
an
just
extent.
built different.
Quite literally, you are, yes. Build a bot. Anyway, and as you proceed closer to the glass panel, I'll tell you exactly what you see. Now, this may take me a second to find the perfect description of this weapon, but it is
Like
a.
pepper.
Yes,
Oh, you're holding.
and essentially, if I was to give like an above game description of what you see through the glass panel as you all essentially loom over the display, what appears to be a. Imagine if the warp manifested itself in the form of basically a katana. The blade is constantly shifting into different multiple variations of itself while maintaining a similar shape. This single edge with a singular point going down into the thicker base. And the hilt appears to be both ornate but also um, well, also corrupt. So it's kind of like it looks beautiful, but also there's something that makes you think you shouldn't. You really shouldn't. It doesn't look okay to touch, but it does look very beautiful. So there's this like oxymoron of the weapon that looks like the perfect blade essentially, while at the same time being a little bit appalling to you due to your, well, nature as servants of the Emperor. And, well, you can both make me a scholar test to see if you recognize what this blade is, though it is nearly impossible for either of you to know.
So it's a +9 to your test. Uh oh.
Well,
Of
I have a
course.
DC in mind, but
It is
Eh.
a fedora next to it.
I'll still roll it.
Good shot.
Yep. Nope.
Scholar.
Nice.
A scholar.
Drawn blank.
Or
Would you like to roll that for? You have a chance with all that dice.
Oh my god.
mm, I guess. Use a raptor reroll, I guess.
You could.
Hmm. I think I might wait to hold my wrath.
Are you sure? That's
Fuck it, why not? So,
Just
the
like
corrupting
Reaper when
influence
play,
already taking hold.
just like Reaper when he
reroll.
plays buckshot roulette.
7.
No balls.
Unfortunately, a 7 is just shy of what you need.
Oh,
Ah,
so
You can tell
close.
this is an extremely powerful warp artifact, but you have no idea what it is or does.
The
As
silver
for you,
blade.
Lucas, you have no idea.
Yep.
It's summoning a fedora on you. That's all.
Sorry, what do you say? What do you say there, Maximo?
It's the silvered blade.
Ah, okay, no. I heard something else and I was like, damn, he was close with that one.
Silver blade?
No.
No.
Severed blade?
You are only getting further away from what I heard.
Alright, so it's a fedora. It's summoning fedoras on everybody's head.
It's just elongated metal.
Yeah, and Azira looks at this thing, it says, this weapon, they say that in the hands of a skilled warrior, it can cut through anything, anyone. That nothing could ever stop the power that this blade has.
Hmm.
If it falls into the wrong hands, it would truly be dangerous.
agreed. Even though I am not particular with the warp or any signs of it, I do sense a presence while near this blade. It is quite unnerving.
If you believe the stories of the profane heretics that that the people of Periandor took this blade from, they say it was made from a failed champion of the warp. One who could battle through dimensions. Apparently, it is not uncommon for the beings these heretics behold as, I dare not say what, but you know. Apparently, it is not uncommon for those beings to transform those who fail in their name into tools for the next champion to use. I can only imagine what this Harrow wants with this weapon. And none of it is good. So, as you're looking over this blade, meanwhile, back upstairs, Maximo and Muldoon,
Hmm.
about the time that the vault opens, now that you're aware that it has opened,
We heard noise.
well, the noise doesn't
And
travel
whispers, of
through the
course.
floor.
Or is it just me? Do you hear whispers, Maximo?
It's not you, Muldoon.
In any case, basically about the time that the vault would be opening, I would like Muldoon
Oh boy.
to make me a resist corruption test.
Ta-da-ta.
That's a 4.
Wow. Amazing. The whispers that you have been hearing urging you to defy the orders given to you by Sister Ira raise into cacophony within your mind. Basically like a crowd commanding you to defy those orders, to seek what they are hiding. You feel as if you're basically urged on by an amount of people bigger than any other gathering you have ever found yourself within, just yelling at you to go and grab it, take it, use what Harrow wants against him. You do manage to, however, resist those voices completely, stilling your mind against the corrupting influence, while also maintaining a purity within your soul. You do not gain any corruption, and you do not feel compelled to enact upon the voices. However, it does seem obvious to everyone around you that there is currently a battle going on within your mind.
I assume Muldoon would let out a
Shut up, all of you!
time to time.
Oh, what?
Oh, not you, the other ones.
I wasn't even talking. Or was I?
Maximo, can you roll me an insight?
Maximo will try. I only have an insight of 2. 2 in a complication. You have a cold? You seem to be warm.
I put my full big hand on his face and just,
Your face is warm. You must be feverish.
That's very apt because I was going to say you can tell something is wrong with Muldoon, but you don't
You're
have the right
sweating.
idea.
Where's it my palms?
I'm okay. Don't worry about it.
it's now your personal opinion if Maximo put his sweaty palms on your face or not.
Just and with the way his hands are, just your entire face.
Just it's just like blanketed. Just my hands smell like chloroform.
Does this like smell like chloroform to you?
Smell my finger.
Oh no.
Anyway, Maximum, you can tell something is wrong, but you don't have the right idea. And Muldoon, you managed to resist the urge.
The urge, the
Just peer
purge.
pressure.
I wanted to lose.
Maximo does not have medicine, but he'll try to find it. He'll approach the hospitalizer.
By chance, do you have cold medication?
She looks at you. I do not, Ogrin. However, it might behoove you to look within the infirmary of the temple.
Thank you, sister. Do you know where it is?
She like points you to one of the like hold on.
It points
It's
me to this.
downstairs next to the vault, of course.
It's upstairs, so I would not recommend going there right now. The area is a bit too open to attacks.
Since you said something like that, are you sure up there is secure just in case of assault from up there?
The only way there is through the stairs. We should be fine.
They do have aircraft.
The only way there is through the stairs. Even if they are up there, they will have to descend through those stairs.
Hmm,
We should be fine, Ogrin. Have faith in the Emperor.
I do. I do.
And Maximo will go back towards Muldoon.
We don't have cold medication for your cold, but here, use this blanket I found.
I proceed to give him a cloth he found on the floor.
It was one of the cloths covering one of the bodies of the sororitas. It's covered in blood.
No, not that type of blanket. More like a torn off curtain of some sort.
Desecrating the shrine of the Emperor.
It'll probably been
Gee,
used to cover
sounds
someone.
like a heretic to me.
He was all in the service of helping an Emperor's agent.
You give
If they
him a
had to, they'll
torn
just-
curtain. A
Yeah.
sister of battle died on that curtain. It's covered in blood.
I will be fine. Don't.
I was told by some giant gray men saying sister blood's good for you.
Just kidding.
By what?
Scholarship!
Okay, I guess Maddox is dropping the cyclonic torpedoes now.
I just love out of body
Someone
jokes.
say heresy. Start spamming the exterminatus button.
But anyway, so that'll be it for Maximo, unfortunately.
All right. As that's done, the others finally get off the vault and slowly group with the rest of you. Lucas having a bit more of a 1,000 yard stare than before.
Lucas, your eyes are visible through your goggles. What's wrong? Looks like you've seen a ghost. Did you see a ghost?
In this case, one could say I just saw my life flashing through my eyes, and yet I'm still alive.
Oh, you found a mirror down there. I see.
I'll say it's a
Yes, Maximo, yes. Anyway,
Sounds like you self-reflected very well.
in some strange way, yes.
Some of those lives were nice. There was no war. What good lives those were.
Anyway,
Alright. So, I would like you all to take positions within the temple where you wish to be stationed for the incoming assault.
Where is assault coming from?
From the lower parts of the map.
Okay. Maximo will use rangefinder. Because I have range. Oh, I have plenty of range. Let
Basically,
me-
the assault is coming from this area over here. These doors down at the bottom.
Okay. Which
yeah,
means...
so...
Essentially, you're expected to fight them when they're trying to cross these points.
Maximo will set himself right here, while braced with heavy bolter.
Alright.
This gives
What's
me enough
that?
range for room. Yes.
What's the short range of your heavy bolter?
18.
Okay, and the medium?
36.
Alright. So you should be relatively fine there.
Yep, 36 is right at the door itself. Anything beyond,
Alright,
it'll be
Lucas.
long range.
Where are you setting up?
I am setting up for longest range I possibly can.
That
What-
would probably be at the altar.
Well,
I mean, he does have the Tyrannosauranic arquebus.
Yeah.
you could set that up in the back with some Sisters of Battle. Heck, you
Just the
can mount
longest
that.
I can go is a full-blown 90.
Yeah, you can brace that on top to alter the thing right here, and you be able to get
Snipe
full arc.
everything
Just
out there.
don't shoot Maximo in the back of the head. That'll be
I assume you
shame.
have also attached the scope and the laser sight to the arquebus.
I believe Dark Scroll
In
4
this
would assist
case,
them on
yes,
that.
I have transferred those parts over to it. Yes.
My dude is literally just holding a literal gauss rifle at the longest range possible. Just about to fire an electromagnetic round through whoever walks through that door.
If Maximo doesn't obliterate him first with the volley.
This thing is gonna be broken as all hell.
Honest,
I'm gonna position you here.
just wait till you multi-target on someone with a sniper rifle.
And now for the sisters. Sister eras of having a melta-gun. Her most effective range is
18.
essentially melee.
Yep. She can probably go with Docs, and just so Docs can jump scare them, and she can just melt them as her fury.
Well, Dox is way in the back. I don't know if you saw him.
But he has laser pointer. Does this laser pointer have range, or is it by sight?
Let me double check. I think it's Vice.
I think the ironic thing with because of my past mistakes, I still had a second magnocular scope, so now both my rifles have one. I just had to transfer the red dot sight.
It really doesn't say there's a range to it or anything like that. I just have to do a Test.
So it's most likely a sight-based.
scholar test
Yeah.
for it. So yeah,
Okay,
and
cool.
I can only target one person at a time with that. Or that
So what
might-
Era is going to do is going to take cover in front of this altar down here, like behind this altar, and basically try to just blast either way to whoever comes. And yes, he's aware of the danger, don't worry. Now, the other sisters will be most effective at 24 meters away from the door.
Yeah, the only offensive weapon I have at long range is my last pistol with the longest range is at 18. But I dropped up to here.
Yeah, this is where the sisters are going to be positioned. Well, what's the range of your interaction attack, though?
Interaction attack? What do you mean?
Yeah,
You know,
your jump
highlight.
scare. Your jump scare and your point
uh,
weakness.
The point weakness, I doesn't really say there's a range to it, so it's just sight. Rate of fear is about 10 meters long and 3 feet cone.
All right.
So get close to that.
And the novitiate militants have basically auto pistol and sword. So, and they're basically a mob.
Yeah, so over there, the opposite side from Muldoon here.
So
Since he
they're
wants to.
going to be.
Yeah, so whenever someone gets in this part, be able to do the right fear, but
All I'll
I
say
assume
on this
these.
is be ready for when I say duck and cover.
actually, would these pillars, like, are they standing out there so they could be like full cover or something? Maybe if I
Uh,
hide behind it like this or something.
yes,
Okay.
those are full cover. It's just, you
Yep.
know,
Yeah.
that goes both ways basically. Full cover also blocks your vision if it's directly like basically if you want to aim at somebody here you can, and they can aim at you.
Yeah.
If you want to aim at somebody here you can't.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind.
Okay. So
Basically, if you were to hide actually behind the statue, you would have a clear line on basically this whole point, and well, for the other door, you would basically have to shoot over the altar, so they would kind of be. I guess they're not really close enough to be considered covered, so you should be good to shoot most of them. But also, you know, if they start piling in, they will
yeah.
also have a clear line on you from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Probably just take this and go to the half cover area here. Let's see.
And remember, if they start advancing in, you can always retreat further back. That's the idea.
Yeah.
Alright. So, to tell you how it's gonna play right now, if you go to the bottom of the map, you will see there are 5 doors. Good so far?
Oh. Yeah.
On each round, one of those doors will be destroyed at random. Every door that's destroyed will basically allow for one more mob of enemies to spawn in. And because this is gonna be again 10 rounds of combat like the last time we did the last stand, basically you have to survive 10 rounds of combat.
Oh no.
It might be more. I have written certain things of like if they're doing well, might as well go for a little more.
Probably go here.
Now
So I
this
don't.
will most likely
Right
bleed
fear.
into a second session, this combat. So just letting everybody in the audience know from now, I don't think we're gonna be able to conclude this combat this session, but I'm aware of this. And here's how it's gonna go. Every time I will roll a d6 at the beginning of its turn. Numbering from left to right, it's doors 1 through 5. Anytime I roll a 6, they basically they blow at they blast at the doors, but none of them break through. So a 6 is basically no additional spawns that turn. Anytime I roll the door that has already been opened, also means you're not getting an extra spawn that turn. So essentially, if you're lucky, you will have they won't be able to breach most of the doors, and you will be able to contain them easily. But if you're unlucky and the doors give in, you will most likely get swarmed a lot more. You get how it plays out?
Hmm. Sounds interesting. I hope I have enough bolts for this.
Essentially, this area here is basically a spawn point.
Why don't you draw a box?
I'm just letting you all know, and I have box on the GM overlay.
Oh. Does
Well,
Lucas have box?
I also have a document that has like everything I need for this combat,
Good.
and I'm gonna put like this for purposes of avoiding essentially, let's say, breaking the combat. You can't place effects like art trap or any psychic powers within this spawn area.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because you could just, you know, wall of fire into the spawn area and just obliterate them.
Yep, that was the plan.
So basically, there's like a wall preventing us from attacking.
Essentially, think of it this way: if you enter this area, think of it that they're basically suppressive firing from the doors. So if you enter that area, you're also going to get shredded.
Protected by enchant.
And you're not a metal guitarist, so you don't need to get shredded. You may
Or
be a metal
bodybuilder.
boy, but not a guitarist.
Bodybuilders also get shredded, but in different ways. And
Yes.
I will inform you there is 5 types of mobs that can spawn, and that will also be random.
Oh.
Essentially, here's how it goes. I'm gonna be rolling d6s for each of the spawns. A 1 or a 2 is an enforcer mob. A 3 is cultists with knives and leader. A 4 is cultists with guns and leader. Leaders being, you know, cultist leaders.
Uh-huh.
A 5 is cultists with knives and psyker. And a 6 is cultists with guns and psyker.
Hmm.
Needless to say that the psykers are a threat. So, with that in mind, it's at this point as you're all basically finishing your grouping over the hour and making some last preparations that one of the sister gets in positions and the other says, and the other basically turns to Ira and says, Sister Ira, we must get into positions. They are preparing battlements and autocannons outside. They're about to blast the doors.
Do you still have heavy bolter turrets still active out there, or are they all...
Ira turns to you. If it wasn't obvious from your approach, the heretics have overtaken our defense systems.
Do you have backups of backups? Just in case?
We are not tech priests, Ogrin. We are sisters of the God Emperor.
Oh,
We serve him through combat, not technology. And then she basically
Maximo will
looks
just
at you-
uses his ignorance of just thinking and just like, but they use technology. But you know what? Doesn't matter. Maximo will just say,
she-
faith is much better than technology anyways.
She basically makes sure that her meltagun canister is fully sealed, and then turns to the novitiates and says, Sisters, we are few here, and our allies are fewer still. And I understand that some of you have never properly seen battle, that some of you are merely here wishing to obtain the title of a Sister of Battle. And while it is not within my right to grant such, I can warrant you that to die in the Emperor's name is to die a hero. If we are to fall today, know that we will not fall easily. Know that the Emperor's light will be watching over us, and that no matter what comes through those doors, no matter what the heretics throw at us, I will be the first to receive the enemy. I wish that you all survive this day, though I know that may not happen. But if we do make it, Emperor protect, then I promise you, we will retaliate against these heretics. We will show them the wrath of the Ibon Chalice, and we will make sure their screams echo louder than the voxcasters when we burn them on the pyres of his holy ecclesiarchy, when we lash them with the whips of his holy chamber militant, when we enact revenge for our fallen sisters, for our fallen leaders, when we avenge their souls. And as she finishes her speech,
I thought it would be just here we'll have our righteous stand.
you can say that if you want to.
No, I
complete
thought it would be
her
part of her
speech.
speech just to make it fit
No,
with the
no, I
title.
encourage you. Finish your speech, please.
I was wanting her to include it in her speech, not mine. Because Maximo is just nodding along. He's using his
All right,
strength.
I can do this.
Yeah.
She raises her meltagun up and gives a bow with her head to the statue of the Emperor. Here, we make our righteous stand.
And Maximo is just like,
And we will drive them back.
Rightfully said, Ogrin. And with her speech, you can always set your shock as you're feeling inspired by her call to arms, let's say.
alright. Maximo will wipe his forehead of his stress sweat, cock his heavy bolter, and just,
When they break through, I'm going to shoot them with lots of bullets. Keep your heads down.
I assume our cover is really flammable.
Probably.
Eh,
It's pews.
Yes, we go pew pew, and they go pew pew, and we go through the pew pew pew.
You hear an initial barrage of autocannons as the temple shakes but holds. Your heartbeats are raising with each moment that the doors hold, waiting for the initial point where they will fall. And then it comes with a splintering thunder. An astounding force breaking through as the first door is breached. And you can see a little emergency point there. And now it's time to roll for what spawns to that door.
Oh no, they show.
Alright, starting off. A group of enforcers piles in with shotguns through the door. And this is gonna be our first turn. So, with that in mind,
well, she's in max range for her meltagun.
well, they have to actually be in her view cone too.
I think they're in our view cone. I see the line. Unless there's a door right here too.
There is a pillar.
She could see that one. All the way down in the middle right there.
Who do you think she is?
Oh, wrong person?
Yes, is that
Yeah,
on the
she's over-
front?
Yeah, she's
Oh,
right here.
Oh, I was pointing at the wrong person then. Oops.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
she's
there's
basically waiting
that.
for them to cross in so she can blast them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
Short
only way
range.
she could see is from like this.
Okay, she has
Yeah.
ready action.
Meltaguns are best at short range, so she's waiting to blast them at short range.
All the tokens
Yeah.
look the same.
Hers looks different. It's the only one with white hair.
Well, look at Muldoon. He has silver hair.
Muldoon has no hair.
Yes, he has a mustache.
Actually,
He has hair.
yeah, that's strange from our
What?
last pistol from there.
One minute to get a bunch of stuff up that we're gonna need for this.
Muldoon, nuke them.
It's really my pleasure.
Cat's fireball at 5th level.
I
Muldoon,
cast Wish for 100 fireballs.
Muldoon casts a power word Throng at the enemy. Alright, I have like 8 NPC seats in front of me. I want everybody to understand that this is not going to be a fun day for me. And with that, we may begin.
You brought this on yourself, DM.
So
It
we're
is
gonna add
so stupid, to be honest. Spontaneous combustion doesn't have a range, but doesn't have an area range. It's just single.
if you're targeting a mob, you're targeting a mob.
Ah, true.
Alright. Let me see now if I include everyone here. I'm also gonna need a bigger turn order. Alright, so we have the novitiates, the sisters, and Ira. Got it. And now for the enforcers. So, one of you is going first. Oh wait, we don't have Lucas.
I'm
Where
here.
is Lucas? I mean, on the turn order.
Ah,
So,
yes.
one of you is going first. Basically, to speed up the rounds, anytime there's no more enemies, it just skips to the next round.
All right.
May I?
May I kick off this little encounter of ours?
Sure.
Nuke away.
Let's see you
Alright.
roast them.
Muldoon is going first. After him are the enforcers, and from there we will see.
Did I hear deny a witch was attempted?
No, not yet. They don't have psychers.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Spontaneous
Saturday.
combustion.
Yay, it's a 10. Two shifts.
Uh,
Well, depends. What are their defense?
well, you can shift too. I'll tell you that much.
Alright. That's plus 1 AD.
And with a
So-
10, oh, that almost targets all of them if you actually do enough damage.
Okay. So it's this.
12.
Oh,
All right. Well, I'll tell you what happens. Basically, as they enter through the door, you throw a spontaneous combustion, immolating all present enemies outside of the one in front. So basically, as you cast at the door, the guy who's like leading the charge from in front makes it through, but
Wow.
everybody else just combusts at the door.
that's really lovely. That guy need a DN7 agility test or his will be on fire. So have fun with.
Well, he wasn't part of the ones you were able to target with the attack.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Once you target it, already got
Okay.
immolated. He's just a
Yeah,
survivor.
they're gone.
Okay. Good
Well,
enough for me.
this guy now being treated as a singular troop since he disbanded from the mob.
Sounds like he needs to do a morale check because he lost over half his mob in one turn.
Well, thankfully we're
More
not
than
playing 10th
half.
edition, so
Well, there is
Guess what?
still. Okay.
he's going to move his speed of 5. Since they can't move as much due to their armor. They have a
Oh, they
speed
have
of 5.
bulk. How unfortunate.
Yeah. But he does have something he can do.
Get
Which is,
vaporized by.
as he gets into this cover area. Let's see. 11. So that's within his normal range. He's gonna fire a shotgun at the novitiates. A combat shotgun.
Well,
Oh, I see. Sorry, he's not the guy with the. He's not the guy with the
Shotgun?
Shotgun. He's the guy with the hand cannon. Still, he's gonna fire his hand cannon at the novitiates.
how
Doesn't get any
unfortunate.
bonuses because he doesn't have any mob to add to his roll, and none of the mob had hand cannons anyway, so doesn't matter. It's gonna be a 4 to hit them. Let's see if it managed to hit. Oh, the novitiates don't have great defenses apparently.
Well,
Yeah,
they
that
still
makes
have their
sense,
+1 to their light cover.
Yeah, that is true. Alright, so here's what happens. You see him level this gigantic revolver and quickly fan out a few shots. Now let's see if he managed to... Well then. He quickly fans out a few shots. He quickly fans out his revolver as you notice 3 of the novitiates go down.
Oh,
Sheesh!
Oh, fuck.
this enforcer.
He has the senator, doesn't he?
Dude literally came in here, big iron on his hip.
It's I do.
He's Big Dick Marty.
He's cutting all of Texas. Alright, who's going next?
I could probably use that my last missile range, so I could probably try to shoot him.
Our sniper has a shot.
Let's see here. Technically speaking, he is like in full cover from where you are.
Yeah.
Although you could just move a little to the left. Alternatively, you could let Lucas take the shot.
Yeah. I mean,
Crit
as was
that bitch!
suggested.
yeah, he's within medium range.
Technically speaking, he's in half cover for you.
Yep.
Would you like to?
Sure, I'll make the shot.
Shoot
Alright,
up the power of the
Give us the
Emperor.
shot from the intro to New Vegas.
Turn on red visor. Ready the anti-material rifle.
Give it a
And
kiss.
the funny thing about
Don't
that-
forget aiming, red dot. What else
And
is
then-
there?
And then any and all range penalties thanks to the magnocular scope is reduced by 2.
Alright, so you don't get any range penalties. What's the range of your arquebus?
30, 60, and 90. So
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 he's
he is-
within the mid range. So
Yep.
I guess +2 to the attack roll, unless you have more bonus to add, which I feel like you do.
well, I'm taking Well, Red Dog gives me +1.
+1 from
Mid-range-
aiming too.
Does it
Yeah,
have the
so I'm at
sniper? Does it
4.
have the sniper tag?
I think it does, but give me a second to also check his stuff.
Oh yeah, don't forget the cold shot. Gotta make the call shot.
Okay. I don't think it's necessary, but sure.
I just know this guy's probably going down in one hit. Feels.
I'm gonna blow this man a hole through his chest.
Here, I'm gonna
You know,
post
just-
sniper.
I mean, chest is not a cold shot, but I'll say a +1 to difficulty, just for
Yes,
your
remember.
fun.
It gives you
Yep.
+1 attack bonus and ED depending on the sniper rating.
The sniper rating of Transuranic Arquebus is 3, so that's another
Sheesh.
+1 to ABD. and +3 to DBD.
Actually,
If I can make the hit.
yeah.
Yep.
Which-
So you are currently at +3 ABD. Unless I'm calculating something wrong. Hold a moment.
Yep, you gain plus ED to the weapons sniper rating.
Technically speaking, you have a long shot, and since I assume you spend a full round action setting up a static firing position, the
Yep.
range of your weapon is tripled, so you have another +1 from short range.
So basically, Lucas is
So
the
you're
covering
at
fire.
+4 right now. +4 ABD.
That man who killed 3 novitiates is going to feel a very bad day.
Okay, go ahead.
He should
Probably
not
shoot
have
him and
focused-
hit anyone else in the outside.
Birds flying, squirrels are
right.
dying, and kids like you should burn in hell.
Oh my god.
That's a goddamn.
Actually, fun fact, it's mastercrafted, so it has reliable.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Hey,
So
congratulations.
there goes one charge of reliable, and you can shift 2.
So that is.
So you have 5 DBD, yes.
Oh my god.
Oh, and also another +2 from the chest, so 7.
That man is going to be dead beyond rights.
That man is gonna be a red mist.
This
That's
is
a lot of
overkill.
damage.
7 no. Okay, so you blow a golf ball sized hole through the first man's chest. He's dead on the spot.
Someone
And
pull
it
out
keeps
the pistol
going and
and
going
the neighbor
until it
stop.
hits this private spot here. And probably through that too.
And due to long shot, if Lucas doesn't move, we can just assume the whole map is short range for him right now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally the only reason I'm gonna move is if they airdrop a person right on top of me. Which I doubt it.
You won't move from that point. You will just start out with your pistol and just shoot him in the head.
Lucas, a long-range turret.
Yep.
So to
This
explain what
is why
happens,
I'm the sniper.
to explain what happens in this turn, a group of enforcer barges through the first door. 9 of them combust as they are crossing the door because Muldoon just immolates the wooden shrapnel of the door around them. And they basically walk through a wall of fire, essentially. And then the next man to enter finds the hammer from a corner at some novitiates before he gets his entire torso shredded open by a bullet.
Sounds fine. Everything is fine.
And that's turn 1.
9 more to
happens on
go.
Turn 2.
9 more
Oh.
to go.
Well, it looks like it's not our luckiest day, as you hear another door blow open. Kaboom! And with that alakablam, another door is blown open. Now let's see what kind of mobs we're gonna spawn this. Oh shit. Alright. That may
Tigers.
not be as fun for y'all. So door number 3 reveals a group of enforcers again. And door number 5, that's the fun one. Oh, hold on. I made a mistake.
Oh no.
You're not just handling a lot of resources right now, don't worry about it.
Don't worry, take your time.
No pressure. We all know this is going for easily another session, so yeah.
It is okay. I know it's...
Alright, so door number 3 blows open with a group of enforcers starting in again. And from the other door comes a group of psyker surrounded by a group of cultists with submachine guns and knives, essentially.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
Yes, so that's gonna be funny.
A bunch of.
So,
I haven't even used my trap yet.
who's going to go first?
Muldoon? Nuke 'em.
Nana, holding.
All right, who wants to go first?
We let the Ogre or the Tech Priest go first. They need a little bit of destructive fun.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh, I don't know if Maximo has view on anyone.
No, not yet.
And these guys are just... Like,
They're
that
not
guy's
past the
at pinnacle of
doorway
my
threshold.
long range, yeah. So... Guess I could shoot with my last pistol from here. Yeah, that guy's right at the edge of my last pistol's range is long range is 18, so yeah. So could I aim to help with better shots here, or
So Doc's going first, I assume.
Yeah.
All right. Well, what's the max range of your last pistol?
is
18.
18.
Technically speaking, you can make a long range shot at this mob.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else you would like to do.
Well, no, there is an optional rule to actually fire longer than the actual range long
Well,
range.
yes, but I can't.
Yeah.
I'm not using that rule because we have Lucas here, and if I start using it, we will stop using battle maps.
Yeah.
Where it's gonna have him on orbit in a little drop pod, just taking pot shots at any target.
That would do it.
Yeah, so I mean, this is the only range option I have that could reach from there, so
Well, I mean, you could also try other stuff like point out weakness, or Rite of Terror, or whatever it's called.
it only affects elite or adversary enemies on identify weakness.
Technically speaking, the leaders and the psychers do count as elites integrate within the mob.
I'm guessing he's the one right there.
So basically, we're doing this by old 40k rules of, the HQ is within the group.
Well, that's technically applicable. You can also interaction attack the mobs too.
I could probably scoot over here, be able to get better aim and stuff, and also to see the, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
You could multi-action also if you want to shoot and use your identify weakness. It just raises the difficulty by 2 for its action.
I guess I could try. I guess because
Alright,
I move,
so
I
what are we
can't
doing?
like brace and or
You can't brace if you move, yeah.
yeah. Okay, so guess I'll take a shot with the last pistol and then do a laser pointer on to this guy there, the leader.
If you do the other way around, you can use your identify weakness yourself for your last pistol shot.
Okay.
So if you do the identify weakness first and it succeeds, you can use the
I can get
bonus
advantage.
for your
Okay.
last pistol shot. Yeah.
All right, so to do, I think it was a scholar check. Yes.
You can click on it. It's one of you choose one of 3 basically when you take it each time.
Yeah, it's either awareness and actually it's 4 from the thing there.
Hold on.
But check.
because you have to choose one.
Yeah, but I already
and-
picked scholar for it, so.
Yeah, okay, so yours is scholar. Okay, so I roll a scholar test. Do you know what the DC normally is?
Have it right here. It is. The DN of the skill is usually 3, but may vary. For example, target opposing.
Well, since you're using scholar, he can't really do much. It's more
Yeah.
like the actual knowledge you have on them. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's a 3, increased to 5 because of multi-action penalty.
Okay.
Because you're
So-
trying to like quickly identify it while also aiming your gun, you know.
So scholar test and bleh. Hey, a 5.
Great. That's just enough. All right. You identify certain key weaknesses on the armor and like the stance and everything of this psyker,
Okay.
and that gives you a bonus.
Double rank additional E. You inflict double rank ED. So my rank is
Plus 6 ED on all attacks against him for those that use your information.
okay. So 6 ED.
hmm Now, one thing I will allow is basically, since these guys are substantially different from the rest of the mob, you can choose to specifically target them if you take an aim action. Since you can't take an aim action, you're basically shooting into the mob, and if you manage to take everyone else they have with them out, you will also do damage to them.
Did dogs move?
Yes.
I did.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was standing here, but then I moved over here so I get eyes on the main target there.
Okay, yeah, okay.
So I'll add 6 ED
Making sure
to
all
my
options
last
are
pistol.
accounted for.
You'll add 60D if you hit him.
Okay.
So first you need to hit him, which means hitting the entire mob, including him.
Okay. So last pistol, blah. 3.
3. That will target 2 people in the mob. So 2 of the cultists. So roll damage.
Okay. And no ED for this one, so.
No ID because yeah, you're just targeting the little guys.
Okay, just want to make sure.
Yeah.
What?
8.
8.
So with 8 damage, you actually managed to take out 2 of them. Yeah.
Nice. I did
Yeah,
a
you
thing.
You identify some of the weakness of the psyker, and then you turn around, take out a couple of them.
This is almost like my first attack in the whole game.
Yeah, congratulations. You fired your last pistol.
I fired something.
Achievement
Yeah,
unlocked.
They're going to take their movement and move here. Hold on. I know how to do this in a way that makes sense. There we go. So they're going to move in there, and they're going to take 2 actions as a mob. One action is the cultists will open fire towards dogs, like counter-firing essentially as they're advancing. And the psyker will take an action against. Let me see who is in the range for this.
Oh no.
Okay, so. Alright, I see. Alright, so first of all, the cultists counter firing at dogs. They will have a total of half of their total number as ABD. There's 7 of them remaining, so that's plus 3 or 4. Let's go with 3 for now. What's the range on this? Alright, it's that much. So they're within. So they're barely within normal range. And they will fire. It's a threat with a complication, but as a mob they don't suffer complications.
It's also
Okay.
just a
I assume
troop,
if
too.
it hits you, Docs.
My defense is 2, so yes.
Well, at least they can't shift, so there you have that.
Wait, do I get +1 defense from half cover?
Yes.
Yes.
So
but,
that will still hit, yeah.
Yeah.
So they can't shift.
You.
Oh,
Well,
I
you also
couldn't-
get +1 resilience, I'm fairly sure, from half cover.
Okay. They do 8 damage.
Am I
so
right on that, Maximo?
Let me look at it.
I think shooting through cover is also a +1 resilience.
Well, that's an attack option. Yeah,
Well,
shoot
they
through
have to
cover
shoot
is
through
add
cover.
cover bonus to target's resilience.
Yeah, because he's behind cover, so they have to shoot through cover to hit him.
Alright, yeah. So he gets +1 to his resilience.
Yeah.
So yeah, no damage then.
All right then.
Because my
Um,
resilience at 7 +1, so 8.
All right then. Does it meet your resilience?
It does.
You take a point of shock then.
Okay.
Basically, it doesn't damage you, but you know it like the impact is enough to like wind you down a little.
Okay. There we go.
And now for the Psyker. He's going to target. He's going to target. Hold on. Muldoon.
Okay.
Oh no.
And you will see through his mask. He's wearing one of those like iron compass masks,
Mm-hmm.
you know, with a symbol of chaos. He points towards you, and you see his eyes flare up with blue fires
Good.
as he says, "Open your mind to the changer of ways, brother." And he's casting as Unbound.
Ooh, lovely.
Yeah, the chaos, I guess. Why do they care if the Pirates of the Warp enter this plane?
True.
Which, if I remember correctly, Unbound is +2 Wrath dice. No, that's the Ascendant. So Unbound
It's
is
plus-
+1.
Yep, 1.
Yeah.
Well, total 2 rough dice.
All right. That's a 2 against your defense.
I'm just going to deny the witch.
All
Don't you
go
have
for
your
it.
half cover?
Well, true, I have my half cover, but it's a free.
Well,
so...
it targets defense. It's not like.
Oh yeah, then yeah, I'm just
Psychic
denying the
powers.
witch.
Actually, no. If it's targeting defense, then it's technically.
Would cover increase my defense against psychic power? That's the question.
For now, I'm going to say yes. And if I'm wrong, we'll find out, I guess.
Alright, then I'm not denying the witch. And my defense is free then.
All right. Yeah, you basically see this like savoring flame wisp towards you, and you manage to duck behind the pew.
Any weapon that auto hits ignores cover.
The holy presence of the Emperor's will.
Well, it's not an auto
protect
hit.
you.
And so, and since it's a frontal gaze, he has to see his target.
Yes.
So he has to pew above the pew.
I just duck in time, so I
Pew,
didn't see.
pew, above the pew.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Maximo ready?
Go ahead.
All right,
Maximo seeing those infernal heretics at the doorway. Gotta do a rangefinder right quick. They're within range. Yeah, they're within range. Maximo will take cover, and he'll start rat-a-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. So he'll use his aim action
All right.
from his movement, from his. So he can
Would
get
you like to
+1.
use to buff your attack bonus or to target a specific group of the mob?
I'm just attacking the whole mob itself.
All right.
It's too far away for Maximo to get an accurate count. He just knows there's heretics over there, so he's just going to shoot them.
Go ahead.
All right, he's firing. That is not good.
A 2 is enough to hit the mob.
Maximo will start basically shooting the wall and just no, aim wrong, bad. He'll smack the heavy bolter, and I will use a wrath point to reroll that. I'll throw that on the board. It's right down here.
Oh, it's right near the mob.
Yep. So I can reroll that. There we go. Got line sights up. Yes. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Alright, you can shift 1.
All right. You'll shift 1.
And you're gonna be hitting 6 members of the mob.
All right. He'll do 16 damage at -1 AP.
Alright, so you take out several members of this mob here.
Didn't you forget the plus AD from Dox's
It
Finky?
really wouldn't matter.
Okay.
Also,
Yeah,
that's when you're targeting the Psyker specifically.
Yeah,
Oh,
that guy.
Okay.
If he's inconveniently in the way to get hit with a bolt, I guess he can get his +6.
Well,
But-
he's convinced. Well, remember, they're basically lookout sharing him essentially.
Well, they're looking at Sir right really good enough for me because they're all dying for me.
Just pushing around the Psyker, everybody's
Ah,
dying.
da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
basically, he just ducks down, and everybody else just gets shredded except for one guy.
Now reminds me of that one scene from Astartes.
Yeah, like the bolt fire is going above them, and then the Psyker locks eyes with the guy who's also ducking. Why are you ducking? Stand up. No.
What do you mean? Nuh-uh?
Your Honor, he wasn't even there.
Alright.
That's funny.
And with that, it's time for enforcers. Who are going to do the enforcer thing of move 5. There, they moved 5.
And I think it's time for our battle sisters to start releasing their revengeance on them.
Their Metal Gear Rising.
Yeah, revengeance.
Well, first we have players that still need to play, so Muldoon or Lucas?
All right, Muldoon, nuke 'em.
I can nuke the...
Let Lucas take care of the
Enforcers.
psyker guy. His head will disappear soon enough.
Yep.
There won't be a
Oh.
head left.
You know, Lucas, a practice shot for the incoming battle with Harrow.
You just see a twinkle in his goggle lens. You're like, yes.
I didn't know sun was rising wrong direction. Strange.
Now it's just Lucas activating his siren gun.
Oh no.
So who's going next, Muldoon or Lucas?
Okay.
Muldoon, blow him up.
Alright, spontaneous combustion on
Muldoon,
the enforcers.
that's-
On the enforcers.
Alright.
That's a 7. with delivery.
Muldoon immolate their nuts. You can shift 1.
I don't want to because it's just accent range, so
Alright,
and it's just 12.
just 12. Just a little bit more than a Bolton does. Well, I'll tell you what happens. You successfully target 6 enforcers. And I'm gonna target the ones who are not the one on the initiative, so... Yeah, basically they just combust. And I'm going to group them like this. Wait. I forgot to actually play on their turn.
Yes, you did.
The sister's
Well,
been standing
fuck
there. The sister's
You
just
know
been
what?
standing there.
You know what? Fuck it. I laid my bed. I'll lay in it. Yeah, they're just befuddled by the fact that they see the other guys get mowed down. and then as soon as they turn their attention back, they just combust.
Landmines?
Landmines.
They planted landmines.
Hey.
Lucas, it's your turn.
Well, fun enough, since Lucas can activate it at any time.
All right. Time for the next overkill. Called shot on the sniper. Red dot. Technically short range.
Okay, what difficulty cold shot do we account for here?
Headshot.
All right, let's say that's a +2, the difficulty. So you have a +1 from range, +1 from red dot, +1. You don't have +1 for aiming because you're choosing to aim at a specific target instead.
Yep.
+2 for short range.
Why +2 for short range?
Isn't it?
No, it's +1 for short range. So
Ah.
1 for range, 1 for red dot. +1 for aiming because sniper.
Yep.
So +3 basically.
All right. Let's do
see.
this.
Let's see this.
There's the crit.
What cycle?
How
Wait,
lucky
need to
can
calculate
one
the
guy
damage.
You're just like, Psycho at 12 o'clock. Lucas says, what sniper?
What cycle?
Alright, that makes 5 glories. And roll me first of all the critical.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
see if the stars align, you get the headshot critical.
Yes?
What'd you roll?
16.
16? I think it might be actually. Hold on. 16. Yeah. 11 to 16. Headshot.
Nice.
Do we even need to roll damage here?
So you add 1d3 to the wounds. So roll your d3 from your d3 button. That makes it
Of course.
plus 3 wounds. Now roll for damage. You can shift
Oh.
one. You can shift
What's
1 for
the
DBD
ED?
plus 3 DBD from. Sorry, it's plus 3 DBD from sniper, plus 1 from your shift, plus 6 for a total of 10 so far for exploit weakness from dogs. And then you have another plus 4 from your cold shot. So that's plus 14 ED.
In Lucas's red vision, he imagines Harrow being his head popped by a mullen.
I play the flanker. if that happens.
29.
The thighs of the Emperor's clasp on this psyker's head and crushes him
So as he
completely.
raises his staff to cast the spell on Muldoon, you're like, oh, I can do a fun one here. And you basically ricochet off his staff straight through his head and just exploded.
Sheesh. Damage.
Beyond my magical might of my psychic powers, I will make your head explode.
I can't
Proceeds
tell
to
if
get
that
his
was a
head
headshot or the barrel of the warp hit him hard.
Yes.
Dogs just
Yes.
put a hologram halo on his face. Hologram harrow.
I mean, at that point, you even hear the hello announcer in the back of your head, Lucas. Headshot. It's the sniper elite camera, you know, where you see like their skull explode live on camera.
There you go.
Alright. Next up is Sister Ira, who is going to move over here and see if she has. Yep, she has sights on the mob over there. So she's going to open fire with her meltagun. And since they're within her short range, you know what that means.
Uh-oh.
She takes out her flamer.
No,
Oh.
she has the meltagun. And she's going to. Alakablim.
Of course it's a crit.
Alright, so she also creates them.
Is she a adversary status or?
She's basically. Well, basically the sisters are troops. Well, not troops. Yeah, they're basically elites. She's an actual like, you know,
Okay, she actually has. Okay, good.
yeah. And that's by the way a 33, not a 44, because there was a modifier for some reason. But 33 is Merciless Strike. A blow to the foe's body steals the breath from their lungs, pulverizing their innards with a nasty crunch. And that adds a mortal wound to whatever she's gonna do to them.
Oh.
So they're gonna die. Basically. Just from that. But just so we know how much death we're talking about here, let's do the damage.
You know, they are just fall over, there are body parts, or they are
Average
just okay,
damage
they are
there.
just
That's a
dust.
24 with minus 4 AP.
That's just dust.
Yeah, she's currently competing with Lucas for who can commit the most atrocious kill in this map.
But
As
she has a
basically,
melted gun. Lucas has.
they're crossing into the door frame, and they just see the sun before they die. Here comes the sun. And they just explode.
And these enforcers need to be more fire retardant next time.
And that's gonna take 2
Suddenly
more.
explode into flames, and then their insides starts melting.
And it's gonna
Not
take 2
good
more
take.
steps back and like get back behind cover. And with that,
So
we
get
have only
one
one
guy left.
cultist. And let's see if a stir of battle can take him out. She's going
Well-
to aim. She's going to aim her bolt gun at him. And yes, that does mean she aiming.
Is she aiming?
He's dead.
Three-
I'm not rolling a crate for that. I'm not even rolling the crate. He's just dead.
3 crits in a row. What?
I lead the charge on crits.
They are
So
taking their
basically-
revenge because of their dead sisters, you know? It's
So basically, there's that one last
revengeance.
cultist who just still like on the still crouched down, trying to avoid everything that's going on. And then the sister aims at him, and the last thing he hears is some crazed madwoman yelling, "Fear the Emperor's justice!" And then a loud boom
Whop.
as you see a bolt around go through his head, and he just falls over headless. Ironically enough, he falls next to the other headless guy that he came in with. They were both crouching, and they both got shot in the head. I think that says something about society. Anyway. It seems they have not breached any further doors this next round. Now let's see what else
What a
they
bunch
send
of
inside.
nerds.
Ooh. Ooh, that's gonna be nasty.
Uh-oh.
Oh no, they have rocket launchers.
So the first group that moves in through door 3,
Be 1 second.
a bunch of gunners with a psyker,
Ooh.
and the group at door 5 is going to be another group of enforcers.
We love the enforcer.
Hey, look, we're all laughing at them, but you saw what the shotguns can do.
Shotguns.
Well, actually, you haven't seen what the shotguns can do yet, but
Exactly.
Well, one shotgun killed 3 sisters. No.
No,
That
that
was
was
a
a
revolver.
revolver.
Oh, true.
yeah, that was Marty Robbins coming in with a big iron. All right, so who's playing first?
They're out of range for Maximo, so Maximo will have to not at this junction.
They're just at my range again. I'm guessing that guy's also the leader again. But
He's the revolver guy. Basically, the enforcer is the leader. Only has a revolver. The others has a revolver. The others have shotguns, and they all have shock moles. See, the main idea is that if they start flooding you, the enforcers can close the gap and start shock mauling you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
Well, I know, Reaper, you said no firewall in this area. If I just didn't.
You can't cross it across the structure.
Yeah.
Perhaps
So,
put it like
It
right
would either
here.
be it would either be here or here. Or you can do it back here and burn era, just just gonna remind you you're perfectly in short range of your melt again.
please no.
Yeah, I need fire reform before that. Because, meta immunity.
See,
I
that's
would
the
say-
same side.
I would say for sake of brevity, maybe put it probably like right here and force them all to have to go through this entryway.
Well, I would love to put it on the entryway because it still have a 2-meter radius of damage thingy.
Well,
If
who's
I
playing
could.
first?
Who's on first? What's on second?
I guess Wall of Flames and me.
Alright.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Wall of Flames, 7 to. Ooh. Alright, I'm to rev that.
Go ahead.
Ooh. Yeah, you're gonna have to make it stronger.
There you go. 8. 7 to manifest it.
Why is it manifesting?
Well, it's 3 wide, so it's just on the corner, trying not to hit the sister.
Can you make a line?
But it's
That's it.
3 wide, so either way it's.
You
going
can
to-
actually use the rangefinder option because it does have a beam. See?
Right,
You can-
lengthways and just do it like that, so it
basically
covers the.
like this. Like this.
Little bit lower because it has 5 meter of effective range, to be honest. Because 3 meters wide.
Well, it can only go like this. It can't cross
Mm.
into the wall.
There you go. It has linger now. You can actually turn on the linger and it'll fade away. You
Oh,
can
yeah,
actually
to be
manually
honest.
delete it.
Oh yeah, that is fine, I think.
It can't go into the wall, guys.
Yeah, you can actually cover
But
the
I-
whole wall.
Yeah, but I
It
don't want to
can't-
because see, it's.
I'm
it-
saying
it-
it can't go into the wall.
Oh.
Oh,
There's
can't.
an N and a T there.
All right, then I'm just going to cover down this wall.
All right, good. I mean, you could do something like, basically.
Yeah, you can do something like this.
Yeah.
And it'll cover the whole encompass door and get the.
Ah,
Well, you can't
Or-
put it. You can't put it like inside here because of the rules we set.
Yeah. So it'd be like about right there.
I mean, basically, you could do this essentially.
to be honest, it said I can summon with this big. So
That
Three
you
by
can
20.
do basically.
so I can make
this.
shorter ones too. Yeah, I
You can make it like this.
All
basically.
right. So setting up a wall of fire.
maybe something rectangle in front of it.
So he wants to go lengthways instead of widthways.
Like
Yeah,
so.
that seems like it.
Yeah, that sounds fine. Sounds looks fine. That sounds fine.
All right.
It's
Yeah.
more than a wall. That is. Pretty much a whole
carpet's on
blockade of
fire.
Fire.
Oh no,
Yeah.
not the carpets.
He lights the carpet on fire. Just boom. What's your turn?
I assume I can shift one.
Sure. What's the shifting going to do?
Plus 180 damage.
Okay.
Alright, and yeah, that's turn.
Okay, let me count something. Oh, perfect.
Oh, I lied, sorry, I did it there. Never mind. No extra damage for me.
So, the enforcers will move over here, and they will open fire with a combat shotguns at the witch casting staff.
Alright,
And you happen to be perfectly within the range.
good.
Is a wall of fire sustained?
It is sustained, yes.
Oh boy, so that's gonna be fun. Let's see if you can sustain it.
I would probably because I have bonuses for that.
We'll find out.
Oh, gotta see what a shotgun does.
I have a defense of 3, so
Let's see. If side can occasion powers will stand and taken damage from an attack on you must make an immediate willpower test with identical total wounds and shock suffered, plus the penalty for sustaining any psychic powers. Okay, so you're gonna make a DN plus 2 plus whatever damage and shock you suffer. If you suffer
okay.
damage or shock. Alright. Here we go. They're adding plus 5 to their combat shotgun attack. As of being a mob. And that's a 5 to hit you.
And that's
And
a hit.
another crit.
And their mob is the can't crit.
And
Oh.
I'm just saying this, so fun.
Bonus dice and willpower testing. Alright. They're going to shift 1. And like a blame, 11. What's your resilience?
With the cover it's 10, so I getting 1. But I'm going to shift it into shock.
Alright, go ahead.
Yep.
So you take 1 point of shock damage.
Yes.
And you have to make a DN3 sustain test. So willpower. Plus 6.
Where is my willpower? Wait. Seriously,
Willpower
where
is
is my...
in characteristics.
Plus 6.
On the bonus dice.
That's an 8.
Alright, you manage to keep sustaining the power as they start peppering you with shots.
And they are closer to it than 2 meters.
No, they're not. I mean, yeah, and if I count from like here, you are. I don't know what you're trying to point out by doing this. Like 1, 2.
If they are in... Alright, give me a second, I'm just going to...
These squares are not within the wall. It's part of the thing we said. Remember?
Oh, they can be affected by that. Alright, fine.
And so like it's more like this. I don't specifically remembering that it has an effective radius of 2 meters.
Okay. So they literally need to step inside the fire to getting damaged. Okay.
No. They need to step above right where they are.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's make this a bit more apt. Beam 3 No snapping. Actually, no. Snap the corner. Hold on, I forgot to make it linear. There. Now it's more precise. 3 squares. 5 long.
So could we probably get rid of the red one then? Or
I got rid of the red one.
Oh.
Anyway, who's playing? Who's playing after the enforcers? Who wants to go?
Lucas with a ricochet shot.
All right. All right. Okay, making a called shot for their chest. Let's see how that goes. See how this goes.
I'm scoring the war in turn 3, so let's keep that in mind.
Red dot, short range.
Well, you're making a cold shot against a mob.
Yep.
Can he do that?
Let me look at it.
I don't think you can make a cold shot against a mob. I think cold shot has to be on like.
Actually, you could.
Can you?
What are you calling? Like double kill, triple shots?
It's more of. Let's see here. Let me go down to mobs.
Hold on. It's all about warding, and when it comes to warding, I'm known to be an expert.
guys, I'll be right back.
You go to page 204.
That's not 204 is war gear. And also this is not an interaction attack or a multi-attack. What you need to be looking at is page... where is it again? I lost again. Damn. Where was it? Page 186, attack options called shot. Targeting opponent's weak points often means the difference between you can make an attack a cold shot by declaring a target, such as a gap in some armor, an eye, or a vulnerable joint. Your attack suffers a DN penalty, depending on the size of your target, based on the cold shot table on the next page, or determined by the GM. If you hit, you gain extra damage dice equal to the DM penalty. On account of having to be a precise point on a target, I will say he can't make cold shots against a mob. Because he's not targeting a certain individual. Unless he is, in which case I will have him isolate the target of the mob and attack him specifically.
Pretty much.
But I feel like that would be a waste of a shot.
All right, so no called shot.
Well, it's still short range and you are aiming, so that's 3 attack bonus.
Yep.
And so let's see, short range +1, aiming +2, red dot +1. So +4 so far.
Yep.
Alright, shoot it.
Yay. 9.
9, alright. Well, with a 9, you managed to hit 8 members of the mob. You can shift 1 for damage. But you also get +3 DBD from sniper.
That's a +4.
Yep.
And hit it. For 20.
Alright, 20. Basically, the way I will put this is you send this electromagnetic around, which that's what I understand treasure running to be.
Yep.
You send it straight into one of their chest plates, and it hits a grenade, so it just basically you have an electromagnetic round going through a grenade, so it just super explodes, killing 8 of them. So
Yay.
that's 8 of them dead. And just to center them. And that's Lucas's turn, I guess.
Yep.
Next up, we have the gunners with the Psyker. We're going to move 6 all the way to here. Hold on as I... There we go. And the gunners are going to open fire at the novitiates. Actually, hold on. Can they target the sister? Let's see, what's the range here?
Sorry.
Oh, shit. Also, Muldoon, you might want to set up your own wall so I can actually measure stuff.
Well, I could probably do it.
You know what? Hold on. I don't think.
Let's be...
There we go.
Okay.
Yeah, so these gunners are going to attack here probably. Let's see if she's within range. She's 25, so that's longer range, which means +2 to her to the end. And I will get a bonus of 4 dice as they're firing as a mob. And there's 9 of them. That's a 4 to hit. So now let's see. Sister of Battle, what defense do you have? Oh, they completely miss.
Good.
They completely miss here. Some shots tonk off your power armor, but otherwise they miss here. And the Psyker is going to take an independent action. And... Ooh. Ooh. Yes! As the sister is getting pinned down by fire, he's going to extend a hand towards her. And he's going to target her willpower with an opposed test. And that's gonna be funny.
Oh no.
Because he's casting this. Possession. With a
Oh
2.
boy.
Oh,
Well, he
Going to
did peril,
spend-
so
I'm going to spend the ruin to roll it for additional dice. I'm still getting perils, don't worry. But I'm so excited for this. Okay, 5. So she needs to beat a 5 now.
well,
Let's make a willpower opposed test for a Star of Battle.
I would like to. Can we donate 2 glory points to her?
You can.
Will it be okay with you guys?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
There you go. Help a sister out, you know.
Even with your +2, she rolled.
Does she
2
not have
items
a
and
personal
glory.
wrath?
Nope. She's just an elite.
I thought she had adversary stats. That's where she could crit. Oh
She had what?
no. All right then.
Alright. Alright. I forgot to tell you guys something.
Eh?
Technically, even after donating those 2, you guys are at max glory. and that's because I forgot to tell you something about Sisters of Battle. Since there is no actual rules for them, I had to come up with some of my own. And the initiates that died, had one of the rules I made up for them. Here's an annihilation rule for Adeptus Sororitas. Annihilation Glorious Sacrifice. When a unit with the Adeptus Sororitas keyword is killed in combat, the agents gain 1 glory.
Oh,
So even with the 2 you gave, you still have max glory.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, because the sisters die, and that's a good thing.
it gave us
Not really.
each ancient. Is it? So 3 of them. So 3 glory then. Oh,
Yeah, so you had max. However, sad news about the other sister. She is now possessed.
No, no.
Finger.
Yep. As you see her grasp your helmet with one hand as holding the bolt gun with the other, and when her hand returns the bolt gun, you see her shift towards the sister on the other side of her.
That's not good.
It very much isn't.
All right then.
And
is she
time for
taking-
Tales of the Warp.
Okay.
Let's see here.
Actually, let's see.
Gain 1 corruption. Okay. And target must make a DN6. Oh, also the side gain is 1 corruption, and the target must make a DN6 corruption test when the power ends. The target also suffers 1d3 plus 1 shock every round they sustain this. If they survive the round, that is.
Nope.
At least they can't shift anything, so
Need beam,
that's
I just
something.
need line.
But yeah, time to roll perils.
Oh no.
6-3.
Oh boy! Stupid weapon, damn.
Well, he doesn't explode. Not yet, at least.
A 65 is fairly high on the list.
Yes, it is.
Warp touched aura. The mystical energy of the warp wash over you and infuse the landscape for 25 meters in every direction. All creatures in the area suffer 1d5 shock. In addition, the invisible energies flowing through this area greatly increase the potency of psychic phenomena. One wrath dice must be added to all psychic mastery tests for the remainder of the scene. The
Well,
question
boy,
is,
fucker.
Well, dude.
dude, you now have more psychic. And everybody that is all the way up to those sisters must takes 1d3 shock.
Maximus too far away. What's happening?
So now all of those must make a d3 test. Oh boy.
So wait, we have to roll for shock.
D3, yes.
D3. Okay.
Okay, Ira takes 3 shock. Novitiates. They're rolling as a mob. That's also another 3 shock. That doesn't look good for them. Since they only have 1 shock though, that means as a mob they only have 1, right?
Okay, so I'm guessing it's slash R.
So to give an idea of what happens, basically this
Oh.
this you see that purple circle there?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, all that starts resembling the warp itself.
That's not good.
Oh, come on. And it
Yeah,
could
so
be
you see tentacles and
worse.
mouths coming out of the walls.
Gross.
Just like home.
Oh God!
What do you
I have
mean?
flesh again.
The worst nightmare.
So extra ref dice on everything. That's lovely.
Yes, and the novitiates are dead. Because the mob that received a D3 shock and they rolled a 3. So they took mortal wounds and died.
Well, this sucks.
They literally... They died from a literal mind break, essentially. Ira also suffered a lot here. And one of the sisters also has to roll now.
Don't forget about the mobs. They get affected too, I think.
Well, yes.
It's like everyone.
Except for Maximo. He's too far away.
That's a 3, not a 4. Just, again, a random modifier.
And Lucas.
And... Ooh, that sister is... That's the... Sorry, that's the hospitaler. My bad. Still, a 3 is a 3. Yeah, that sister of battle is also not looking great. The possessed one. And now to roll for the cultist mob. That's a ridiculous thing to roll, by the way. All of a sudden. Okay, so his mob is also annihilated.
Good.
I feel like I kind of lucked out with that one for the roll.
Because mobs have only one shock. And I'm rolling as a group for them. Let's go the enforcers fair. Yeah, the enforcers are also consumed by the warp.
Lovely. The
It's
warp
not
likes
their
everyone.
forcing day.
And now for the rogue psyker. Alright
Did-
then.
Did he just kill himself there?
No, he's fine.
The enemies are getting into this warp tainted area?
No, just on the
getting
moment it
shot damage too?
happens.
Oh.
And then it lingers with psychic tests. So yeah, basically now the warp has arrived. And people are dying.
Oh boy, this is going to be fun.
Shit this mofo so it gets away.
It's not tied to him.
Oh.
Since
Yeah.
it's-
Sell.
Alright then.
Yeah, this is just a thing now.
Oop, I
Well,
didn't meant to do that.
It probably helps to get rid of the possession from the
Delete that.
person there, maybe.
Yeah, he's sustaining that.
No.
Oh, which to say he needs to make a willpower test.
Yeah, he's just enough range. Good.
The rogue sailor must make a willpower test to maintain his sustaining here.
Yeah, you know. Who's this possession due to?
Oh, he passes.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
warp's overtaking him. It's not a
So
good
it's either
pain.
between me or Maximo to kill this guy, maybe.
I think
Yep.
Maximo has enough bullets.
Well, unfortunately, I have to leave you guys to do that as I have to head to work.
Well, we're most likely going to end after this turn, so...
Yep,
Maximo.
Maximo.
Do the
Well, I
honors.
got like 3 minutes to start.
Yeah, just
heading
like
to
you're
work,
here.
so-
Maximo, slap this man in the nuts.
Well,
Will do,
Leal
sir.
Pick, thank you for joining us, Lucas. Played by Art of
Alright.
War. We'll see you
Yep.
around next session.
Yep, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, be
Later.
safe now. Does a 12 and a crit hit? I'll
Well,
save
it
you!
does hit. Let me tell you how many you're shifting real quick.
Yes,
You're
that would
shifting
be
all 4
great.
of those.
Yes. 20 at minus 1 AP.
Protect the little ones!
Protect the
feel like we should've
sisters!
named this
Little
episode
sisters!
Overkill.
I save you!
Add 1d3 mortal wounds to that,
Uh-oh.
just for the fun.
1.
Waka waka. Yeah, I think he's dead.
I
That
save
man
you,
is now
sister!
cheese.
You managed to annihilate the Psyker, but you notice that the things plaguing the people around you do not go away.
It's not the thing, it's saving the sister.
The possession is gone at least.
Yes,
Yeah.
she still has to suffer though. Sad.
Oh right, she also takes 1d6 corruption now that it's over.
I thought it was 1.
No, it's 1d6.
Oh,
He suffers 1 immediately when he casts it. She suffers 1d6 when it's over.
So 2 points.
Yeah. 2 points.
Oh,
That's
no.
bad.
not that bad. She's still within the pure range.
Yes. However, I will remind you that, you know, things are gonna get really fun with how many more of this we have to go through.
It'll be fine. We just have to kill the brainheads.
Alright, and now that concludes that turn. So what I'm gonna do before we close up is... Oh boy!
Summon up all the psych.
So after you manage to kill the Psyker who is like levitating, eyes glowing, possessing the sister, and he finally gets torn to pieces, you have this moment of like everything returned to normal and the sister kind of turning around and giving you a nod, Maximo. And as it does, you walk past her and you see another door blow open.
Oh no. It's door 2.
And as it happens, that's where we're gonna leave our session.
As
Cliffhanger.
the doors get blasted open, enemies approach from afar. More guns blazing, and even worse, a terrible shadow. We will find out next time in the next episode of the HellCrashers. Make sure you tune in the next 2 weeks to see the next episode.
Yes.
As you
and
know, I am Maximo.
another thing we should make sure is that we don't call it Hell Divers again by accident, like I did at
Oh,
one time.
it's okay. We had spread liberty and democracy. I mean, they spread their liberty and democracy, and that's against the rules. It's the Imperium.
I think the Imperium likes liberty
No.
and democracy.
Liberty allows chaos.
It also allows you to choose the Emperor.
No, there's no choice of choosing Emperor. Emperor is manifest
There's
now.
only choice of choosing Emperor. We're doing
There's
managed
only choice.
democracy.
There is no choice.
You can choose the Emperor or death. Your choice.
At least
Alright.
they have a choice.
Without a thing, it'd be wise to go around the horn and, well, first of all, I'd go ahead and say it. Big thank you to Art of War, who joined us as Lucas but had to leave because of work. He will be forever remembered. And next up, we have Maximo, played by the indomitable Big Mac Plays.
Hello, I'm Maximo. Also played by Big Mac plays Borguts the Mad Mac. You can still find me here on channel. Shame that today was end of Speed Freaks. Would have been great for a session. Other than
Oh,
that.
The beta is over now?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
It should have ended on Tuesday, but they extended it to Friday.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yes. Very fun.
Oh, speaking of, to anyone interested, I guess, they also extended the Scalas Festival on Darktide by another week
Ooh, which means
and
you
added
can.
2 more tiers to the rewards.
That is good.
Yes, and it's substantially more rewards. Like tier 6 was, I think, 400 diamantine. Tier 5 is 3600 plasteel, and tier 7 is 2400 diamantine. So 3600 plasteel and 2400 diamantine. That's a lot of resources. And if you have already done the headshot amount needed, you don't need to do it again. It just they just keeps a counter from your previous ones.
Ooh.
So basically, I logged in and got both of the new tiers immediately. So yeah. All right. Next up, we have the one trying to wrestle the warp into order, Muldoon, played by Crazy Pet.
Hello everyone, hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, hopefully I am not going to become a chaos spawn or turn somebody into one.
Actually, funny you say that, because with some of the powers being used and some of the effects that are going to happen, I'm going to need to actually make a chaos spawn sheet just in case it happens.
Fuck.
I think you
Like,
should.
Just
Because
have to manifest it.
It's a possibility. It's totally a possibility.
Okay, so ASAP get out of the goddamn spooky zone and just hold my Deny the Witch for all the psychers. Understand?
Power word no.
Yes.
Um,
I'm still waiting for a necromancer in the D&D. It says /command delete, and just like, wait, what? And proceeds to do power word kill, but just with a keyboard /command.
I mean, I would also say Finger of Death.
He just farted on his finger and said, "Smell my finger." It's finger of death.
Unironically, we actually kind of did that as a joke in a campaign I used to run. If I may go on a little tangent here at the end, we always were joking about Finger of Death being like basically the undead putting his finger up the other guy's bum. On the semi-final boss of the campaign, I actually did Finger of Death, and everybody was laughing. And I'm like, no, guys, actually, Finger of Death, and I cast it. And nobody was laughing anymore.
It's no worse pulling the death card than just fingering death.
Oof.
Those bones were traumatized.
Indibu.
Right,
Anyways.
Void.
Next up, speaking of horrifying imagery, we have Docs 404, played by Dr. Lulamoon.
Howdy everyone, this is Dr. Lumoon, and I may or may not see you next time, but yeah. Because I'm probably going to be gone for the weekend, so...
Alright, yeah.
So,
We'll make it
someone
work.
might have to play my character for a bit.
We'll arrange something.
Eh. Yeah.
We'll see. Well, with that, our glorious host, would you like to see us out of here?
the door's that way, but okay.
Thanks!
Alright. As you all know, you'll make sure you get your dishes done. A good plate, a clean plate, keeps the food fresh and clean and keeps the nurglings away. And also, change your underwear. You've been wearing it for 3 days. That stinks. Anyways, have fun.